Hello and welcome. Since my last video I've spent some time with Linda, who is the other half of Best Friend Cards. Whilst I was there I have made this hedgehog card, and this was using a Katy design pad. Today I've decided to make a circular card using an owl instead. So I folded some 270 gram white cardstock in half, and using a 5.5 inch circle die I have just overhung the die over the fold so that it keeps a top fold, and I have a circle card base. I've also nipped a little piece off of the back of the card so that it makes a flat surface so that it stands perfectly. So I didn't want the white showing completely, so I'm using this pad from the works, and I've taken this colour from it, and I'm going to stick this on the front of the white card blank so that the front is completely covered, and I'm using Collall because that gives it some strength. If this was directional, you would make sure that the top of your pattern matches with the fold at the top. This is the owl that I chose from the Katy pad, and this has been cut using a 4.5 inch circle die, and I'm matting it onto some orange Lidl cardstock, and I've cut a 4 7/8 inch circle. This will be my matte layer. So I'm popping the owl onto some foam which has got some glue on it so that I can manoeuvre it on the orange circle, and I'm going to stick that together, making sure that I have an equal border around the outside. I'm now going to find the top of my card blank, and I'm going to put that on the top of my desk, and I'm going to line that up and make sure that that fits on the front. So again, I'm putting the orange onto the main card base using some Collall for some strength. Again, double checking that the top is at the top before I lay the owl down. So again, laying the owl down with an equal border. So I thought about sentiments, and I've decided a circle sentiment, so I've cut a 2 inch circle in the same orange as the background of the owl, and I've cut a 1 3/4 inch white circle which I will stamp with a happy birthday die that I'm going to pop in the bottom right hand corner. So the dies that I found were from a magazine, and I quite like the idea of this happy birthday, so I've stamped that onto the white disc, and I've stamped that in Colorology ink pad in Zesty orange because it matches the orange Lidl cardstock perfectly. So I'm going to stick that onto the orange disc using some quick grab glue. Again, making sure that I have an equal border. And then this disc will go on the front, half with glue and half with a foam pad. So glue will be on this side and the foam pad will be underneath on the back of the purple. So I'm cutting a foam pad in half lengthways, and I'm offering it up so that I'm getting it in the right place, and I'm putting the foam pad directly onto the main card base. This is to stop the sentiment from collapsing against the back. It has some support, so I'm also putting some glue on there just to help with adhesion and to make sure that I can get it in the right place, and a little bit of glue on the section that's going straight on the front, so on the owl section there. So I'm placing that down, making sure that that is adhered fully, and that is the final card. Thank you for watching. I will list as many of the items used in the video in the description box below. If you have any questions or requests for content, then please leave me a comment. If you have enjoyed today's project, please give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.